All right, back at the boring bar here. Decided to show you one quick shot of the 300 Polaris cylinder after it was bored. And again, this one was bored to just under 0.50 millimeters for size. And the ports actually did clean up around the port area. They get distorted and worn. And they cleaned up pretty reasonable. Usually within about 2 passes they're clean. This one took about 3 passes. And right now I've got, let's grab my dial bore gauge here. Got about 2.5 thousandths left to hone. You can see, so my final size, maybe about 2.5 thousandths. Final size should be right there, 3 thousandths piston clearance. So it's still undersized by about 2.5 thousandths, which is good. That's what you want to have. You want to be able to hone finish this, because I don't know if you can tell in the video or not, my lighting's not real great today. Here, I'll pull this over. There you go. See how coarse that cylinder wall is? And you can even, if my camera focuses, yeah, it's pretty coarse. So that's the purpose of honing. And you give it a cross hatch, which I'll explain in the video after I hone it, and show you the ports that are chamfered. Again, they've got to be, right now they're a razor sharp edge, and you've got to actually cut those ports back and kind of blend them so a ring doesn't catch, or you don't get a hot spot and burn. Generally it doesn't happen with 2-cycle, but the biggest thing is you want to take all of the sharp edges and roll them over so the rings don't catch and you have a premature failure. So we'll come back to the video when it's honed. And again, I can't, until I get a camera tripod or something to hang on to this camera, I'm going to have to hold with one hand and work with the other, or hold with both hands, which I'm doing now. Kind of gives for a poor insight on how the work is done. But down the road here, I'll get a camera mount so I can show you some work in progress, more than just static and talk. Stay tuned.